Thank you for joining us today, Oronde. It's a truly honor to be here with you. In Philadelphia, your name is well known as a synonymous of leadership in fighting prevention for gun violence. Your recent role as Survivor Connection Director, as well as your Emerging Leader Fellow at the Stoneleigh Foundation, has been instrumental in amplifying survivors' voices and driving change. So, beyond that, your journey is nothing short to extraordinary. Since your book PTSD Won't Define Me, to your 6 children who doctors call like miracles, your commitment with healing and change is huge. So let me ask you this for a start, is this question, because I wonder why was working with and for survivors become your life mission? I mean, in Japan, there's a concept that they call ikigai, and it means when you have a reason for living, and seeing your path looks like you have find it. So let us know a little more about that.
Thank you, Caroline, for having me, and thank you, PhillyCAM, for having me as well. And you brought up a good point. My life mission. Let me back up here. I died for 2 minutes and 17 seconds. I saw the other side. I'm in this club that doesn't have no name. I don't want to be in this club, but I have to fight it because I am the leader of survivors. And I feel like I need to be a part of them. I need to lead them to victory. Some survivors, still be in the victim mode. They never cross the path to be a survivor, and that's hard. So I just want to see it through with them.
Okay, let's focus on the Survivor Connection initiative that you lead. Tell us, what is Survivor Connection?
Thanks. So Survivor Connection, I'm trying to bridge the gap between the media and the community. They don't get along very well, and the journalists and reporters, they do harmful reporting, as we see it every day. So I'm trying to aid them to do a better job. So Survivor Connections, we train survivors and co-victims what to do and what to say to journalists and reporters. So, for instance, we have media literacy. Easy, then, how do you say off the record, on the record? Regular human beings don't know that. So we train them on that. We have media literacy and public health. We train them on public health. Gun violence is a public health issue, and people need to realize that. So we bring that to light as well. And we have a trauma talk, because trauma is real, and nobody they don't like to open that box, but we're here to aid them if they want to open that box. We train journalists as well, as a 3-minute video to how to treat the survivors. Be calm with them, be nice to them, be empathetic, because they are sharing their story and they don't have to. You need them. We don't need reporters.
Why do you think it's relevant? I mean, what that's changed with that experience?
Yeah, so that you brought up a great question. Why is it relevant? Gun violence is serious in Philadelphia.
It's a national crisis,
A lot of
actually.
people are dying. Reporters, they knock on mother's door and say, hey, your son or your daughter got shot and they died. But reporters know that before the mothers. So how would you feel if a reporter was staking out your house saying your child died and you ain't even know? It takes them hours to know, but it's action news that they knew that they died. So we dial it down. We dumb it down for a minute, and now you can train. When we train the survivors, the reporters can call a credible messenger in that area. If somebody got shot or injured, and say if it's 19141, the media can call them. Say, hey, can you meet me at such and such house, or do you know where they live at? so it could be a credible messenger there with the reporter. Because reporters don't know communities. They rarely in communities unless something bad happens.
Yeah, it looks like it's more like extractive journalism in the worst moment of the community,
Yes.
unfortunately, right? So let us a little more about what doing your trainings. What changes have you seen, for example, in survivors, or you have also been working in the newsroom with journalists. Uh, what has changed? Do you
That's a,
think something has changed
oh, I
through
see
that?
a lot of changes in the
Mm-hmm.
news because I watch the news all the time to make sure they're doing their good job.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do ride-alongs with newsrooms. Um, I go inside newsrooms. When they do their breaking stories, they call me first. So survivors, they see that now. They say, "Hey, Oronde, a reporter called me, and I was ready." When they said off the record, I knew to tell them, "No, put this on the record."
Mm-hmm.
If they say, "Hey, audio only," I know that that means that my face won't be shown. It was an incident in Temple. Somebody got shot point blank range, and it was all on social media. I called the news and said, "Hey, this is inappropriate." They took it away fast, about like 30,
So
45
journalists
cents.
are
They
receiving
are,
the your suggestions. Your
yes, that
mm-hmm.
I am real close with a lot of journalists because they understand. And they don't wake up and say, "Hey, I want to do bad reporting or harmful reporting." They
Mm-hmm.
want to learn just like us.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got to bridge that gap together.
Trying to bring that gap together. What do you think is the most challenge or limitation that you have to face trying to do that, to put together survivors and journalists?
The challenge I face is, well, it's two of them. So I say are
Mm-hmm.
hearing the survivors' stories, how journalists really abandoned them, saying, "Hey, I'm about to be on the news at 6 o'clock," and they get all excited, and a reporter got bumped, and they don't see their story, or it's no follow up story.
Mm-hmm.
You say, "Hey, 10-year-old got shot in the head," and all the media knows, but next week it's no follow up story. Now that 10-year-old boy, you don't know what happened to him. Now he's doing great. He's playing basketball, but you don't know what happened because there's no follow up story.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Maybe a final message because we need to continue later
So
with
of
this. But
course,
if you would like to share with our voices audiences a final message, what would you say?
we need more survivors. We need more co-victims to step up. We need more journalists to join the program. So I would say go to www.survivorsconnection.org or www.pcgvr.org because we're doing amazing work.
Thank you so much, Oronde, for
Nope.
being here with us,
Oh, no
sharing your
problem. Thank you.